Pozdrav ljudi, životinje, dobrodošli na kanal DEGHrvatska, ja sam Dino i mi igramo Vampira. Mihajlo, pozdrav, dobrodošao. Svi koji su novi, subscribe, share, like, uključi notifikacije, znate kad će biti sljedeći live. Krećemo s četvrtom live, četvrta epizoda. Tražimo šta je bilo zadnje, moramo naći nekog moramo naći, ja se sjetim, zaboravio sam posle. Nekog smo tražili u prošlom live-u, tražili smo, ona ženska nas je tražila da otkrijemo ko je ucjenjuje. Da li je neko od pacijenta ili je neko od radnika ovuda. Kakav mi je to balkon bez ograde. Od se ubit možeš. Morat ću se žaliti da imam loš balkon. Da mi popravi balkon.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Volio bi dati vode, ali ja ne znam kako otvoriti ovu pipu i gdje mogu sipati vodu. Nisam vidio da ja to mogu. Moramo naći Dorothy, onu, da, nisam mogu naći onu čast, ne, ću mi častno, izgledaju tako. Naravno da je sve zatvoreno. Onu medicinsku sestru. Medicinsku sestru nisam mogu naći. Ne znam da mi se ovo refiluje, svaki buka se imam. Onda dolazit ću ja češće ovdje po stvari. Čekaj. Tražimo tu neku Dorothy, je li tako bilo? Ime. Da, evo pišemo. Ratni te hospital nurse Dorothy Crane. Cijelo nju jedinu ne mogu naći. Šta je sumnjivo? Gdje se nalazi? Gdje se sakrila? Zašto je ne možemo naći? Šta izvodi? Da li radi nešto što ne bi smjela? Koja si ti? Hawkins, s njom smo već pričali. To je... Čuje neko gore da hoda. Ta Dorothy se jako dobro sakrila. Okej. Vidim da me quest fura negdje tamo. A tu imam nekog unknown. Neko mi se nalazi dole kog nisam još upoznao. Okej. Ace drop koga?
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck them. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Huh. Aha, jesmo, gdje je nestala ona? Moram ga pratiti. Mislim da će se nešto desiti ovdje. Se morat boriti ili nešto. Ne znam li će vampiri biti. Bez ne vampiri, no skalovi. A bit će ih, čujem ih.
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him.
Je to on dole ili? To je on dole. Ali ako ovdje idem, vjerojatno ima skalova.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
Imam jednog tamo. Ili ih je to više, dvojica su. Jedan level 6, jedan level 8. Ovog level 6 bi trebalo lagano eliminirati. Ne da li mogu doći za leđa. Samo meni si sa krvom. Zašto mi je prebacilo njega? Ovo je level 7. Dobro je. No čeki. Tamo dole, okej, ajmo to gore. Ovo je level 8. Lakše kad jedan. Moram još vidjeti malo vuda. Da li ima nešto? Ja vuda ne mogu proći. Moram naći okolni put. Mislim da je put ovdje dole. Vuda negdje. Vidiš, ima više putića. Ajmo ovdje. Tu smo mogli da je on negdje. Careful, there. Milton ne. Details, success. Okej. Gdje je taj koji paničari? Što mi neće. Izmakne se. Da, ti treba. Imaš sreće što te vampir došao spasit. Ko si? Ti nisi ovaj koji je ušao unutra.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
All right, Mr. Thatcher, you're safe now. Do you think you can reach the street by yourself?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
I to je to. Press for details. Load quality 350. Okay.
Are you sure you're all right, sir?
Yes, I'll be. As soon as I can see the sky again.
Okay, ne mogu ništa pričati više s njim. Iza tebe, jedna kutija. Ništa, frene ti se snaći dalje, mogu ja preskočiti ovo, ne mogu. Činilo mi se da je tu nešto dole. Hoćići. Ovo je izlaz van. I ovo je izlaz van. Mislim da ja nisam gotov tu. Nisam išao na ovu stranu stražiti. Nemam blod više. Mislim da ću ja trebati upgradat ono oružje za... Ili iskoristiš takor. Ali mislim da ću morat upgradat ono oružje meni jako potrebno. Ovo je fora. Čekaj, šta ovo? Blood absorption. Zapravo absorba blood. Ali neću. Ovo mi je bolje. 10 stan i onda mi daje ove stvari da radim. Samo moram... Attack speed 10, stamina manje me dozima. Ovaj stan je jako koristan. Zašto mi damage sad ne pokaže? Koliko šta radi? Ja zaboravim da imam ovo. Ok, idemo dalje vidjeti šta još tamo ima. Tu bi mogu neki boss fight bit. Koliko tijela ima. Definitivno boss fight. I... Baš dobro pitanje, šta je ovo? Ovo više kao neki vukodlak. Da im koliko mu damage ovako radi. Skoro ništa, okej. Koji je level on? Stan nije djelovo baš. Okej. Otvaram mi na stanova. To. Ispijemo u krv. To. To mi je trebalo. Da te zveknem ovako. Oh shit. Ok, nije previše damage-a to napravilo. Ok. Ovo me ranio dobro. Dobre. Treba mi krvi tvoje. Se napijem. Ne! Evo krvi dovoljno. Shit. Oh! Ade! Nema stamine. Čekaj. Ne! Daj! Tanage. Problem je što ovaj stan baš ne djeluje na njemu najbolje. Treba mi pod hitno taj stan da mi djeluje. To. Dobre. Ne, makni se od njega. Ne. Smakni se. Joj. Kako me uvijek uspije zatači tako? 5. Dobro me ovdje zutno. Stamina. Ne. Sada stamine. Ispijemo tu vražnju krv. Ljudi ga sad. To! To je bio prvi boss fight. Bome. Zajebana mutacija neka.
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
Check. Aha.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
To je taj lik. Ona ga je poslala ovdje da ga ovo stvorenje ubi. Bome. Vidite štakore, jedi štakore. Gdje je sljedeći štakore? Gdje sam još? Treba mi krv, tako da moram jesti štakore. I da se izlječim do kraja. Nije do kraja, ali dosta sam se izlječio, ajde. Mislim da je to da smo mi sve razotkrili ovdje. Ne mogu vjerovati da sam imao bossa ovdje unutra. Čak sam ga mogu preskočiti. Jer sam nije rekla da idem tamo. Drago mi je da nisam preskočio tog bossa. Ja sam sad definitivno dobio jako puno eksperijensa. Ne. Šta radi to vani? Ovo je level 5, ali opet. Eto. Ja sam muda došao. Gdje je Nurse Crane otišla? Reach Whitechapel. Čekaj, gdje ja moram ići? Ovo ja moram negdje drugdje ići. Samo malo. Vraćaj se dole. Ja moram preko ići. A ništa, teleportiraj se preko, možeš. On ti je predaleko.
It's locked.
Ovo skočio preko, evo ga. To tamo neko. Nije. Oko je ovaj lik što stoji vani. Stan.
I'll tell you. All you deserve.
Možda mi nije trebao štiti. Ne znam da sam treba njega opće eliminirat. Glad mi je pun. Šta je ovo? Keep out. A, hideouts našao, odlično. Očeki. Stvari. Kutija. Za kraftanje, odlično. E, sad imamo vitalno najvažnije. Da li ti meni možeš upgradat to? Gdje je to? E, ovo. Ne može. Ne može mi to upgradat, nema materijala. Dobro. Ali mi može ovo craftat. To je to. Zased. Ovdje ovaj hideout nemam za sejvati ili šta? Imam. Refill, ok, to je ok. Nisam ništa ni trošio. Može. Idemo upgradeati sve ovo. Ovo definitivno želim jače. I ovo. Sad će se na bajtu više healovat. Više i damage raditi, ali dobro. Increase life regeneration i increase your blood absorption. Više ću krvi skupit, više ću se healovati i onda ću moći više koristiti ovo, manje ovo. Ali ovo je isto korisno ako. Više ovo dvoje se fokusirati onda. I normalno morat ću još i ovo jačavati. Ovo ne znam da li će mi trebati. I ovo. Ok, to je to za... No, confirm. Nisam se ja pojepao na level 9. Every night. Sad je stable, serious, critical. Aj se vrati nazad. A oni se respawnuju svaki put. To znači da se moram opet boriti protiv njima. Mogu ga proći samo. Normalno da ne. Daj, hoću sprobati, eto. Koliko će mi to sad lijeka vratiti. Mislim da blok kapacity ću se morati upgradeati isto. Idemo nekako doći tamo izu. Jo, protivnik isto, rezistencije. Dvojica su.
It's locked, all right.
Naravno da je sve locked. Vidi koliko ih je. Nešto leti tu unutra i eliminiraj ga. Bože, nema to gostamini. Ti ste ko mi radi probleme, ha? Glazamo. Da ćeš mi napuniti krv. Ovaj me mlataro sa svime. Evo, nisam sigurno bio da li mogu uopće. Šta koja budem razbio te stvari ili šta može dobiti. Ko to lupa? Moram tamo negdje ići. Ne sigurno kako doći tamo. Ovdje nemoguće, ili? Ko je razmijen stakla? Ništa toga. Gore. Čudno se ne mogu teleportirati ovdje gore jednostavno. Da, ne želim mi dozvoliti ovdje gore se teleportiram. Ovo je level 13. To se može zajebati. Ne. Nećeš. Prijatelji ste te ostavili. Ej. Da mi ga znači, da mi bude lakše ovo. To je to. To. Eliminacija bajtom. Bili su puno veći level od mene. Nisam siguran da li sam ja trebao ići tamo. Dalje. Vjerojatno ne. Nećemo ni pokušati ići tamo. Samo će biti veći leveli. Ja moram ići negdje ovdje. Naći put ovuda. Ne mogu gore ići, ali... vidi ovo. Ali, nažalost, je ovo je zaključeno. Više, ja sam rekao, našao sam put. Našao sam vraga put. Ništa od toga. Moram naći neki drugi put. Ja moram doći tamo negdje. Riječ Whitechapel. Ne. Eto. Gdje je taj Whitechapel? Baš ne vidim. Ištajemo tamo dalje. Pa ćemo vidjeti li mogu ovdje kako. I tamo imamo most. Možda preko mosta trebam ići. Je bilo nešto tu gore? Nije. Ali pomalo jačo sam. Level 9 sam. Uspio sam čak na level 13 eliminirati. Mislim da smo mi u Ajčapu, tu smo trebali ići. Preko mosta. Čujem ih. Vrišti ko ludo. Level 18! Uf. Ne znam bi se trebao boriti protiv ovoga. Mislim da se zbagalo, što je pao dole, a nije trebao past dole vjerojatno. Zajebao sam ga, sad nema stamine. Sorry. Ko su ovi? Dođite mi ukras skill, a? Zašto je tako veliki level bio ovdje? Možda ipak je trebamo ako ravno ići ovdje. Nemam. Upit će me ovaj lik tako. To. Ovo bi me moglo spasiti. Što mogu stanovati? Kako je tako mobilan? A, to je taj koji baca. Evo. Dosta mi te. Kako me uspije tom brzom potezu? Okej. Pokušavam bod skupit. To. Dobro, zanimljivo, pobjedio sam level 18, još ove sve levele, veće levele od sebe. Ne moram tamo ići. Ne znam li bi čekao da se ovo krene ili nešto. Ili ćemo samo šetati tamo. Eto. Trojica ih ode. Normalno da to neće djelovat po mom. Okay. Shit. Okay. Dolaze ih još. Da se riješi ovih. Ja nisam lič. Ja sam pravi vampir. Ne možeš ga stanovat nikako. Aha, to mu je resistance. Moram mu razbiti resistance. Mogu mu razbiti resistance recimo s ovom? Ne mogu. Ok, skužio resistance njegov. Sad mu je razbijen. Sad mu je opet resistance max. To je to. Ništa, idemo ovdje. Da ću moći ovdje proći.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Nekog roknom gore.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of a street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. Now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife, Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy he just failed me last nerve.
I have found a very interesting letter. Your son planned to prove his worth to the gang by stealing your medicine.
Oh, I see. So the little bugger thought he could use his dad to build a reputation.
The gang's recruiter was dead when I found him. Perhaps you should take better care of your son.
I love my Albert, sir. Believe me. It's just... well, I'm an arsehole, I suppose. Anyway, thanks for the letter. This is for your trouble.
Okay. Ne znam što sam to dobio.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now. Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
Yes, you did. And it was cowardly and inexcusable.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
Goodbye, young man.
Boots will be proud of me.
Gdje letiš sad? Nije malo predaleko. Ili je? Mogu je predaleko. Nešto čovjek. Što rešiti?
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar, a coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
It's a pity that doctors still practice such barbaric methods. It's a dishonor to our profession.
Now only the pills stop me thinking about this shit. To not hear the explosions. I'm even scared of the dark these days.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Neka ženska, idem nazad malo, ovako sam dobio neki hint.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right? Now piss off.
Dobio sam hint, ali zgledam neko tebe.
Goodbye, young man.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
Ko je ženska?
Gangs are ruining this neighborhood, if you ask me.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Neka skemenka.
Really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Doctor. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
It's a scam.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Ništa prodaje. Ne znam da li meni je više treba od ovoga. Najrađe bi kupio sve, ali tako je teško naći, naučit će. Okay, 10 ovih je 3 ova. A ne. Uf. Ovo sve sam po 18 košta. Kupio sam neke stvari, možda nisu treba.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to. I must insist, sir. Please let me see Nurse Crane.
I have no time for you, sir.
I must insist, sir. Please let me see Nurse Crane.
I have no time for you, sir.
Idemo večkut. Kako ću ga pratiti? Moram nekako otkriti put tamo. Robi obzervati što on radi. Evo je.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nethercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
It's locked, all right. I must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Blizu crkve, ajde idemo vidjeti to.
Cheap price, good quality.
Zapravo
Come on, take a look. Welcome, sir. Please take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
How is business around here?
Business? I had no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Oh, skirts.
Right then. Show me what you have.
I ti prodaj svašta, ali ja ne znam šta je to šta. Ja, novac. Ko si ti?
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you've made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I've known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
Without making excuses for him, it's safe to say that despair can poison even the sanest mind.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against a wet boot boy.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis.
Šta vrtiš? Je to crkva? Stani, ženo.
Forgive my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son.
Tu muško.
Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
Joj.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences, and most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
I am. But the answers I seek are based on facts, not superstition. Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I sent him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
You sent him on some preaching crusade during the epidemic.
As a true believer, Samuel will fear no evil while he walks through the valley of the shadow of death.
Oh, majko mila.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
Niko je ovaj. Toliko puno
Excuse me,
ljudi.
sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
That science is unable to explain the facts doesn't mean there is no rational explanation.
I confess, I share your point of view, Doctor.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
If no one stops it, this epidemic could turn into a scourge. It may kill more people than the war itself.
Yes, this is another kind of war, but just as deadly. History will judge us all for what we did and what we did not.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm a doctor, Mr. Darby. I care about everything involving public health and this epidemic.
Are you sure you're not just concerned about the repercussions that a scandal involving a certain Nurse Crane from the Pembroke Hospital would bring?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious, never goes out, doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
He has no relatives at all?
No, except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Čovječ, previše ljudi za pričat.
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor, Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick, though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Clayton Darby claims he will expose the crisis in Whitechapel to all of London. Do you believe him?
I believe Clayton's courage will erode with time, until he finally leaves Whitechapel to start another fight somewhere else.
Are you talking from experience?
I've seen your type come here to get a good fuck in a cheap room or a dark alley before going back to their fancy houses in the West End.
Why this skepticism?
How can you speak about starvation if you've never been hungry? Or about poverty? Or anything else you have never suffered from?
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I'm sure you could have found another job, perhaps less lucrative. Maybe you should try again.
And when exactly was the last time you looked for a job? Or worried about the rent, or what, or when you were going to eat?
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Ništa.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I know what you're thinking. A tall stranger who meets a girl on the street at night. It reeks of the penny dreadfuls. But I mean you no harm, truly.
Ništa ne govori.
I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it?
Neće mi reći.
Melia, I know you work for Dorothy Crane. Please tell me about her secret dispensary.
Neće.
A stubborn and mute comrade. Nurse Crane and Darius Petrescu have been clever. Very well. Goodbye then.
Normalno. Što me brzo ubili, čovječe. Imao sam serum, mogao sam se zliječiti, dobravio sam na serume. Ne, prvi put sam umro. Što to znači kad umreš u igrici? Gdje te stave? Ha, tu. Znači, prije nego umreš. Okej. Moraš razbijati taj gard. Dobro. To je ono što meni treba. Da sam punim taj lod što više mogu. Ajmo se boj pred njega ovdje, a? Šestne slike. Okej. Protiv ovog će biti teško. Oh shit. Teka razbit, ne. Pretežak je. Moram skupiti više za ove. Level 16 slik. Ja sam level 9, uspio sam ovog zombija, dobro, ovog zombija sam... Da, nisam bio previše poteza. Ovo ima stvarno dobre poteze. Više pretpostavljam da ne moram tamo ići. Da moram ne drugdje ići.
I cannot enter.
Jel moram tu ići? Nope.
You are blinded by your false faith.
Mogu je ovuda ići. Skar level 10. Tamat sam već vidio. Kako uspio? Jesi dobio svoje. Moram ići ovdje. A, tu je onaj što je išao na groblje. Da ga on je prispostio.
I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
What are your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
My mother loved poetry. Perhaps your words would have touched her sensitive nature. I only see a dreadful disease.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare not.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care. I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear Doctor.
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles and the arid hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox, the stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much, and that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives? How she survives? Whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
Perhaps you're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
Did you know the mute florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious Camellia.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercott.
Guilty as charged, Dr. Reed.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But sorry, no, never heard of her.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons. Those communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Okay.
I'll leave you alone, sir. Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Morbidity can breathe its own beauty.
Hello again, miss. Tell me about Richard Nethercott. I understand he is quite fond of you, Camellia.
Opać. Ništa ono neće da govori.
I know you understand what I'm saying. Your silence has nothing to do with you being mute, does it? Very well. Goodbye then.
Ova šuti, neće ništa kaže.
Take a look, don't be afraid.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Ok, pustio me unutra. Napokon. Pa da mu ukrademo novčeke.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane?
Like myself and many people in this area. Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor. but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family?
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu? Children or grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead. As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories of better times to cherish.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
But it's not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Ovo sam ti još naučio.
It's locked, all right.
Moraš imaš sef zaključan. Ok. Čekio sam.
Hello, Mr. Petrescu.
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on in.
Pustio me unutra. Kroz ta vrata, ja moram izaći kroz neko drugo vrata. Kroz ona vjerojatno, ili? Da, kroz ona. Ipak ne. Šta uvijek mene kuca?
Hello, Dr. Reed. Come on.
Zbunjeće mi ovo. Znači, ovdje ipak manući. To je ovo. Eto ti kana. Ovdje je bila Što dešava ovdje gore?
He's going into convulsions, Doctor.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Razvan Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
A thoracostomy? Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor. He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see.
Ovo nije dobro. Aha, se čute atri.
I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
Cardiac massage, now.
Cardiac... What? Are you making this up as you go along?
Šta ja znam? Sam doktor. On je doktor.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could? Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but... I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners. What do I owe this courtesy?
It's locked.
This is an unfitting place for the illustrious Dr. Reed. You shouldn't be here. I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
No. Your place is here. Jailing you would be an even greater crime. So, here is my proposition. I'll look the other way on your little enterprise. In exchange, you will resign from the Pembroke Hospital and provide me with medical supplies when the need arises.
Dr. Reed! That sounds like a business proposition. My accomplice, then?
No, just a privileged client. My research may require the occasional rare piece of equipment or ingredient. I'll pay you in exchange, fair and honest, to help finance your noble endeavors.
We have ourselves a deal, Doctor. Good customers are always welcome.
Yes, Nurse Crane. We have a deal.
Čudno nije usta. Hint failed. Hint failed. Opet hint failed. Da. On je dobro kad failamo. Ovo će sigurno ustati. I uživjeti. Što je sad bilo?
This one stinks already. It's a leech. Kill it.
Rade ovdje. Šta radi oni ovdje? Kako su dospjeli ovdje? Gdje su svi pacijenti nestali? What the fuck? Svi su nestali.
This is no steady, boys. We've got
Daj mi ovo, riješi male prvo. Pogoditi s ovim. Ovdje moram zapravo smići. Da sam došao. Baš se ne sjećam najbolje puta nazad. Ali mislim da idem dobro. Jel to negdje most je? Ne, super. Moram ići.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Dole 12, a? I dole. Kraftuju ovo. Ovo su ne mogu. Ovo mogu. Zaboravio sam ovo pogledati. Da li ja mogu napokon ovdje šta uredat? Čak i mogu. Ja sam ovo ipak, oj, to mogu birat, ne mogu oba dvoje imat. Ja sam već sada potrošio. Mislim da mogu oba dvoje uključat. Šta koristimo od oružja? Okej, ovo je sad jače oružje. Super, pojačali smo to. Te kresta me može čak i to dobro, ne znam, vidit ću. 15 stan, to trebamo definitivno još jače da bržemo i gard razbijemo. Aha. Serum za HP je tipka gore, a serum za blood tipka dole. Ok, to će mi pomoći, to ne smijem zaboraviti koristiti. Ok, dajte. Da vidimo, 1885 experience sam skupio. Ok. Kristio blok, definitivno ću ipak morati ovo razviti. Trebam previše, ali bi volio dignuti stvari sa level 1 na level 2. Koliko ovo dođe? 2000? Nema dovoljno. I ovo je vjerojatno 2000, šta s ovim? 1300, ali ne bi to još. I ovo. Napokon dojačamo. Okej, level 11 sam. Mislim da ću ja tu stati. Mislim da je tu dosta za ovaj live, da se ide spavati. I da ću nastaviti u novom live ponovo. Hvala vam na gledanju, već jako kasno. Želim vam ugodno ostatak jutra, već je jutro polagano krenulo, noć i jutra, između smo. Želim laku noć, vjerujem da je to najbolje za reći. I da, dođite opet na novi live, uključite notifikacije ako niste, vidimo se ponovo, uživajte, bog, vidimo se.